Hi everyone, this is what we are going to make. This little collaged and paper pieced squirrel in honor of Lois Ehltert's book, Nuts to You and to Her. So I'm going to show you how to do this adorable little squirrel. This is so much fun, and you can use this technique for other things. So there he is, eating some acorns. All right, so what you need to do first is I took a bunch of just regular paper, and I took just a little bit of black paint, put water in it, and smeared it so that it was really light colored all over a bunch of sheets to make this gray wash. So you need to do that first and let them dry so that you have some pieces of paper to use. You don't need too many. You can actually do it all on one. You need scissors, a marker, and a glue stick, and some brown paper. You can use magazine paper or whatever. That's what I used for the acorn bottoms is magazine, recycled magazine, and then I used just black construction paper for the acorn tops. So what I'm going to do, so these are the pieces that you need. So the body, his hip, his arm, his head, his tail, his arm, his foot, and some ears. And so I have them all drawn. You can see that. But I can draw them. I could draw them right on here. You could draw them right on the front if you wanted, but I didn't want any lines, and I didn't want to have to worry about cutting out the lines, so that's why I drew them on the back. So what I did first was drew the tail. So I just kind of went like this, like that, for the tail. Okay, so I'll just do this tail. And then let's see, the body was kind of pear-shaped. Okay, body. Yes, it's backwards. So let's see, head. The head is kind of shaped like that. And then I need arm, like that, kind of like that. Let's see, oh, hip. Let's see, big hip. And I can include the foot right in it if I want. And then, let's see, some ears. Okay, what else? Oh, and a small arm, because it's hiding behind. So I'm just gonna go like this, kind of like that. Okay, so there we are. Yeah, so let's see, arm, head, hip and leg, and this is an arm, and we don't need a second foot because you won't see it. And then these are ears. Okay, so I'm going to flip this so that you can see these parts. And there we go, round. Okay, so now you've seen it. So then we cut them all out, okay? So you want to cut all of these pieces out with your scissors. So then I have the pieces. Okay, so here's the body. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on here so you'll be able to see. Okay, so here's my body. Here is my hip and leg. Here is my head. And you can angle the head any way that you want. Here are some ears. So I'm going to put one ear on the outside and one ear on the inside, like that. Oops. And it's a little curly, and that's okay. It'll uncurl. And then there. Let's see. And then I need an arm and the shoulders. So here is that arm. Okay. And here is this arm to tuck behind, because they're going to be, he's going to be there. And then I need the tail. Let's see, I have a bushy tail. And there's the tail. Okay. And then I also have some whiskers. So I have 1, 2, 3 whiskers that I did there, and some whiskers for under here. So I have 3 whiskers for underneath. And then what I need is a nose and some and an ear, something to go in the ear. So you can do that. A little patch, can be whatever. So there's a little for the inside of the ear. Whoops. And when I put this all together, it will make sense. And then I'm going to cut out, so I have some acorn. I have an acorn shape and the acorn top. And you can use, remember, you can use a magazine piece. So this is out of a magazine. So it's the shape of the acorn, so that he'll have an acorn to hold. And then I want to do the cap, the acorn cap, for on the top of that. And there we go. Okay, so there is my acorn top for the top of my acorn. Okay, so now let's put the whole thing together and see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because we'll have to make an eye too. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here for the ear, and a little in the inside for that part of the ear. And then I'm going to put a little on the inside of that and tuck that under. Remember, I'm tucking that. Okay. And then I'm going to do some whiskers like this. So 1, 2, and 3 whiskers like that. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do some whiskers on the back. So I'm going to do 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so there's some whiskers, and I'm going to put them in a little farther so that they're not sticking out quite so much. There, that's better. Okay, then I need a nose. I don't have a nose, so let's make a nose like this. Okay, and then this part will be done except for the eye. So I'm going to put nose right there, Okay, so there's the head. Kind of looks like a mouse, but yeah, squirrels are mousy. Okay, so arm that goes in the back of the body. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put this on the front. I'm gonna make the acorn right there. Okay, so there's the acorn, and I'm gonna put the acorn on his arm, and maybe I want to tip this, so that he can be holding it together like that. Okay, so put a little right there, like that. Okay, so his arms are holding it. I'm gonna tuck his head right on top, like that. Okay, tail. Let's put his tail right on the back, like that. And his leg, like that. Maybe I do need another leg. Okay, I'm gonna put one more leg right here, just like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, so there is my squirrel, and he's missing an eye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a circle. Color in, so we have a big, very alert little eye. I'm gonna cut that out, just like I cut the other pieces out. And okay, and we'll put that right on there. And there we go. There he is. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up so you can see really good. He is super duper cute, and everyone will look a little different, be a little different shade, whatever, because of how you color and collage the papers. And this is very much in the style of what Lois Ehlert did when she created her squirrels and her illustrations. Sorry to have lost her. She was a very impactful children's illustrator and author, and best known for Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, but lots of other wonderful stories and pictures in other authors' books too. So, hugs to you all. Have a wonderful weekend. She lived a long life. Hugs. Miss Amy.